Kaja Dahl, and I'm very honored to be here today as one of the global graduates. Extremely excited as well, because I will present to you my scent and perfume project for the first time today. I moved to Stockholm to study at Beckman's design school, and graduating with my project in 2011, a few years ago. Poetic Interaction was what I called my project. It was that project that kind of defined my approach to design. It was a project about researching tactility and haptic rewards in our daily lives. And I was doing this in many, many different ways. I would have that dinner in the black darkness. I visited a friend's apartment for the first time, blindfolded, feeling the temperature of the wall before I saw the design classics there. And also intervening a little bit in school, trying to see if I could change the way that people were sitting on this furniture that they were having lunch on every day. So these things, they excited me quite a lot, doing this very intuitive research over almost a year, collecting all of this information and transforming that into furniture for leaning against the wall. So that was a wall couch that I developed that time, and edited and adapted that to a producer that is now a lounge system, Lean In. So that is a project that's been really following me for many years, because that is only now. And so it's been this archive and library that's kind of can draw from and add to and have ideas from. So if this project's really kind of the base of my design approach, it was now at ECAL where I really got to combine, all of those previous experience that I had, because I spent a couple of years educating myself has also been a research project. So I did the design for luxury and craftsmanship. This was a glass project I did with a stained artisan there. It's quite small, it's not that big. And I combined my love of craft, my bachelor in product design, failing at Design Academy, also an important experience, studying fine art and sculpture in Oslo, and all of those part-time jobs that you need to have to support all of this inspiration. And it is what brings me here today is my graduation project from ECAL. This is the original one that I was presenting there. It started out as a research of material, and I was researching natural sea sponge and then connecting that to scent and perfumery. So that natural dyed sea sponge that holds handmade solid perfumes, and when you apply it to your skin, scent will transfer. And with this project, I was kind of asking myself a question: what we might have lost, between those ancient scent rituals that you had before and those kind of pop star, movie star perfumes that we mostly see today. And looking at history, that's where I find the title of my project, Taputi and the Sea. Taputi, she was the first known chemist and perfumer that we know of, and she was active 3,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. So not inventing something new, but working on tradition. And first presenting these prototypes, they didn't have any perfume, but I was working with singular notes, so I would know if they were working. And it was, about that gesture, the object, and that bespoke experience that I was focusing on. But how did this bring me to Cape Town? Well, I presented this project in Oslo, and the founder of Design Indaba, he was there, Ravi, and he liked my object. I didn't really have a plan to develop this, but I was sure looking for an excuse to do something with this project. And after our humorous conversation, I let this sink in a little bit. And I contacted a friend that I met in Eindhoven, so a few years back. And Agatha Carolina, she happens to be based as a natural perfumer here in Cape Town, and she started her studio, House of Gustava, about a year ago. So when I got her on board, I was very happy to start my project. I came here with my art grant in November, kind of just to explore and see what can happen, not really knowing what will come out of it. So starting our project, to speak about scent, that is a world of its own, a very exciting chapter. So we were out in the bush smelling the earth, the stones, wood, just really being in contact with the source of our inspiration. Also seaweed, something that we had close contact with. So this conversation was, as a very mixed media, also using music, writing text, and I would collect material that we would be inspired by. So an open mixed media conversation that brought us to our recipe. And also very important to see some of that process involved, because that is a very important way to kind of choose some of your ingredients, because what's available, how has the oil aged, and it's a bit like wine, so dependent on harvest and these kind of things. And something that I really experienced also firsthand now coming back in February, and we were producing this perfume, and we had to do several blends now because some of those oils were a bit younger than the previous one. So adapt and shift this thing to tell our story. And that story that we want to create is in this object here. That is the new edition of Taputi and the Sea, the Cape Town edition. And that is a perfume mostly based on those geographical ingredients from the Cape and around Cape Town, but also, just as important, we were feeling that a concept of diversity in nature, those contrasts you can experience here, and also that meeting between north and south, because me coming down from Oslo winter down to South African summer is quite a contrast. I guess some of you also have that kind of journey. And I think using those solids, having a shape of its own for the perfume, me as a product designer kind of took away some of that mysterious, invisible scent experience, and made it easier for me to merge the two, working between the scent and the object, and merging them together, and letting them become one. Creating a tailored object with a signature perfume and those bespoke gesture that I was aiming for. So I'm very happy to say that this project is actually the official speaker's gift of this year. So that box that you saw before, that is my product. And I have been working between Oslo and Cape Town for the last 5 months to not only develop it, but also produce it. So over Christmas, I've been home blowing glass and developing that, and coming back here to do the casting of the perfume, the final blends, and making sure that it is a final product. So I really hope the other receivers will also enjoy the scent experience that I put together. And for the future, I am really hoping to keep working with scent objects, exploring different ways to entertain our noses through product design. And I really see those endless possibilities as scent as a meeting with craft. So I wonder, can you smell something from my samples there? Sorry, it's just the one. Thank you very much. Thank you.